Hello friends, the topic is constructor overloading. So what is a constructor? So in Java, the constructor mainly it is there to initialize the variables of a class. Obviously class will have a variables and methods. So to initialize the variables with some value, we have a mechanism called a constructor. For example, there are variables called length and width. To give some value to length and width, we can go for a constructor. Then that is a constructor. We can give some value to the variables. We can initialize the variables with some value. But what is constructor overloading? So if at all we have more than one constructor in the program, so having the same name, the same constructor having different number of arguments and different type of arguments, then obviously it is said to be, the constructor is said to be overloaded. So yes, having more than one constructor with the same name for the same class of course, but having different number of arguments for the constructor and different type of arguments of course. Okay. So that is said to be constructor overloading. Let's see the program now. So that is something about your constructor overloading. Now let's see the program now. So you can see there is a class polygon. Please listen carefully. And then we have the variables int, length and width. We have a class polygon and the variables are int, length and width. The constructor will have the same class name. The constructor will have the name as the class name, which is polygon. You can just see here. So polygon with the parenthesis. You'll have a polygon with the parenthesis and also with the actual block of a body for the constructor. So the same class name we have some parentheses here and we have the braces here. That is the body. So something we can define when the constructor can be defined, of course. The variables can be initialized with some value. Okay, so that is a constructor. See again, so that is one constructor with two variables in x and y. We have another constructor called polygon once again with only one variable. So yes, I have two variables here, I have one variable here. Of course, data type is same. But yes, those are two different constructors with the same class name, of course with the same constructor name, but with variable number of arguments. Number of arguments have changed. So obviously the constructor is said to be overloaded. See, having multiple constructors with the same class name, of course, with the same name, but having different number of arguments or different type of arguments is said to be constructor overloading. So this polygon, yes, we have started here, ended here, and this is the end of the class, polygon. So here the polygon class is ended, and then the main class here, class shape, public static void main. This is normal. Now see this line carefully. Polygon P is equal to new polygon 1020. Let's understand, polygon P means it is object declaration. Polygon is a class, P is the object we have declared. And then new polygon, new means it allocates the memory space. It allocates the memory space there for the object. Of the class polygon. So polygon will have the variables and we may have some methods. So for the polygon class, completely it allocates the memory by the new, the keyword. So it allocates the memory for that object of course P for the class polygon. Then what is this 1020 here? So declaration part, memory allocation, but what is this 1020 now? So these are the arguments now. We have two arguments here, two values here, 1020, which are of type int. So when at the time of object creation, if there are any values here, or the arguments. So it will check for the constructor with 2 arguments. Why? Because these are 2 values. So we have 2 arguments here, we have 1 argument here. So please understand, when there are 2 values here, this 10 will go here, this 20 will go here. Now length will become 10, width will become 20. So x is 10 and y is 20 initially. So x is 10, y is 20. So that's why length will become 10, width will become 20. So the control has gone from this line to the first constructor, int x, int y. Then system.out.println, the shape is rectangle, it prints it. The constructor was ended there. And then next line again. So polygon Q now. The same declaration, memory allocation, and there is only 1 value here, 1 argument. So it will check for the constructor of 1 argument, which is x here. So 15 is passed there. So length and width is 15 now. Then it prints the, so length is 15 and width is 15. And the print statement is the shape is square. It prints and this comes out of the constructor. And of course, it just comes back here, but nothing is there. So like that, for the first line, it has printed the shape is rectangle. For the first object, and for the next object, it is printing the statement which is shape is square. And of course, the program is over. It will just come out of the program. Okay. So let's check it with the actual program execution. So yeah, see the same program I've given in the editor, online editor. Let's run it. The same program. So see the first line 1020 means it is gone to this constructor. The shape is rectangle, and then 15 it has gone to the shape is square. So like that, the constructors are invoked. Corresponding constructors are invoked. The respective constructors are invoked. 10, 20, 2 arguments. So it will go to 2 argument constructor. 15, 1 argument. It will go to the 1 argument constructor. So like that, the constructors are overloaded and Java will take care of the respective constructors. The control will go to the respective constructors. Okay. Hope you understood. Thank you for your patient listening. Have a good day. Bye-bye.